had the most impact on me was a book by John Safran Foer, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. The book shows a life full of adventures of a little boy. So I wish you, Heather, a life full of adventures in your incredible life.
Happy birthday, Heather. My name is Jonathan. I'm a second-year student of Law and Government at IDC. My favorite book is called Siddhartha. It's by an author named Hermann Hesse. It's really made an impact on me, just in how he makes his life decisions and how he sort of steps into new territory and does new things. Just wanted to wish you a happy birthday and hope you have a great day.
I love books and I love reading, and it's hard to really say which book exactly influenced me most of all. But one that I want to tell now about, I read for the first time 2 years ago when I was 30, and this is a book by Dr. Seuss, All the Places You'll Go. I was absolutely fascinated by how simple and beautifully Dr. Seuss was able to explain the most important life lessons to children, like lessons like choices we can do and ups and downs in our lives, and how we must stand up all the time and keep going. So Heather, I'd love to wish you, and we'd love to wish you a very happy birthday and all the best, a lot of health, a lot of new achievements, and a lot of happy moments. And we love you.
Heather, I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday and thank you for everything you do for us. If I had to choose my favorite book, I would have to say it's East of Eden, because of the message where we are in control of our lives and it's up to us to make the best out of it. Thanks so much and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Heather. I'm Shaked. I hear you like literature, so I would love to tell you about my favorite book. Maybe you've heard of it. It's called Harry Potter. So in this book, Harry wakes up on his birthday in a very, very small room with people who don't love him as much as he deserves to be loved. But then he gets a huge birthday gift. He goes to magic school, he meets his best friends. One of them is descendant to a giant, which is very, very cool. And he becomes a magician, and he rides a unicorn, and wins the battle between good and evil. So, to make a long story short, I wish you have a wonderful year, a very, very happy birthday. May all your dreams come true, but one at a time, slowly. I hope you always have a Harry Potter kind of birthday and that you meet a giant. So mazel tov.
Oh, hi Heather. My name is Gary. Today I want to tell you about the first book that I read in Hebrew, and it's called Tzitzot by Ilan Heitner, and it's a book that actually tells the story of a man in Tel Aviv. He's in his 30s and he's like looking for love, he's looking for the meaning of life, and actually this book provided me a lot of insights of the Israeli culture. As a Jew who grew up in France, I was very connected to my Jewish roots and Jewish culture, but when I moved to Israel 9 years ago, I had a lack of actually knowledge about the Israeli culture that has developed since the beginning of the country story. And this book basically provided me a lot of like a bright overview of the Israeli culture. So that's the first book that I read in Hebrew, and I wanted to be I'm really grateful for everything you did, because you took another step in my Aliyah process and in my story in Israel by accepting me in this amazing community, in this amazing family of Heseg. So I want to tell you happy birthday and thank you very much for everything you've done for us in Heseg.
I'm just actually rereading one book, To Kill a Mockingbird, which is a book that's been very influential for me. I first read it, must have been in elementary school, and then I reread it in high school. And actually last year I reread it again. And for me the book always has been really special or really influential because it shows the importance of choosing for yourself a set of values and a set of principles and to have the courage to actually live your life by that, and to make decisions based on your moral compass. It's those ideas are part of what brought me really to come to Israel and to join the army, and something that I see that's being developed continuously through Heseg, whether it be through my studies or be through volunteering and through the community that we're trying to build here, to always try to make decisions thinking deep down within, going according to your values, based on your values. Happy birthday. Happy birthday! Happy birthday!
Hi Heather, so we were asked to tell you about this book that influenced us and affected us most. And when I think about the book that influenced me most, I think about this book that I read when I was 15 or 16, and it's called Before I Die. This is his name in Hebrew, so I'm guessing it's the name in English, but I can't really tell as I read it in Hebrew. And I read it when I was 15 or 16, and the main character of this book is 16 or 17, as I can remember. And it's talking about this girl that has cancer, and while on the book she's fighting the disease, and while fighting the disease she tries new things and new experiences and everything that she can try as the disease is spreading and she doesn't really have much time to live. And as a 15 or 16-year-old girl, it gave me courage to go and try new things myself, which is not really common as a person who don't really like changes. So it affected me most, and I have this book till today on in my library, which has lots of books. And other than that, I want to tell you happy birthday and to wish you all the best and all the luck and all the love and support you can get. And happy birthday again. And other than that, to tell you thank you for all the amazing things you do in life and everything that you give other people, which is not really common, which is very rare. That's it. Have a happy birthday.
Hi Heather, happy birthday. Hope you have an amazing birthday and enjoy it and have an amazing year. I wanted to tell you a little bit about a book that I'm reading right now. It's, let me show you. It's written in Hebrew. It's actually written by a family member. I just recently reconnected with my great aunt, and they're 7 siblings, all sisters, and one of her sisters wrote this book, and it's about their move from Yemen to Israel in the 30s. So it's pretty amazing to hear about the struggles and the journey of like the actual move from Yemen to Israel, but also to hear about what life was like in Israel in like the early 40s, even before there was independence, and really hear that story of how everything evolved. And so I'm enjoying reading it right now. And that's it. Have a great day and a great year, as I said. Bye.
Hi Heather, my name is Perry and I am an Heseg scholar. I want to tell you about a book I read just after I got back from the Heseg delegation to the March of the Living in 2015 in Poland. The name of the book is We Cried Without Tears, and it's written by Gideon Greif. The book tells the story of the Sonderkommando unit in Auschwitz-Birkenau during the wartime. The Sonderkommando units were the Jews who were forced to work at the crematorium during this time. Beside the fact that my great-parents were Holocaust survivors, this book is so amazing because it shows how optimism, how the human spirit cannot be broken down, although these horrible things they experience. I love this book and it's inspiration to me. I want to also wish you happy birthday, happy Rosh Hashanah. And I want to thank you so much for all that you're giving me, and you are able me to be part of this amazing family, Heseg. Thank you very much.
Happy birthday, Heather. The book that I read that had a big impact on my life is The Manservant, written by Viktor Frankl.
Hey Heather, congratulations for your birthday and for your literature love. I want to recommend about a book that I like, a book that changed my entire way of looking of my life. The book is The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari of Robin Sharma. The book has a lot of opinions and point of views for me that are really influence of my life, and I want to thank you about all of the things that you're doing to us. It's amazing, and we love you. Thank you very much. Happy birthday.
Hey Heather, happy birthday. I wish you a wonderful day with a lot of fun and a lot of vibes and just help, and that all your wishes will come through, and with a lot of present, of course. A book that had an input on me, it was Exodus from Leon Uris. It was actually the first book that I read about Jewish history when I was 10 years old, like before Aliyah, and yeah, it's a special book.
Shalom Heather, happy birthday, Mazal Tov, at Mei Slim. My name is Nachshon, this video is coming from Tel Aviv, and I'm a Boker 2015. The book that I chose to share that has been most inspiring to me is one I'm certain you've read, Miss Harper Lee's To Kill a Mockingbird. I've read it dozens of times since I was a young boy. Each time I'm able to learn something new from it. I'm deeply inspired by the character Atticus. He's a just man in a society that was not so just at the time, which is something that can resonate with us now as we go through what we're going through now. But also because he was a strong family man and a great father and a brilliant lawyer, two things that I intend to be one day. And I'm actually currently studying the LSAT to study law next fall, hopefully. So yeah, the book has been nothing short of inspiring. If you've not read the sequel, I encourage you to do so. I hope this video made your day more special. Mazal Tov.
Hi Heather, my name is Adas and I study in the Hebrew University. The book that influenced me the most is Wild by Cheryl Stride. This is an inspiring book and I read it as a fighter in the army. This book gave me a lot of motivation to keep going. It also taught me not to be afraid from falling, and it also taught me that sometimes we need to break things in order to rebuild. Heather, I want to wish you a happy birthday, Mazal Tov, and thank you for your generous donation. Bye bye.
Hi Heather, happy birthday. My name is Meital. Like you, I love books, and one of my favorites is The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. I love it because it tells the story of a personal journey, and I pretty much learned from it that sometimes in order to find what you're looking for, you don't need to look too far. Sometimes it'd be closer to home than you think. So happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Heather! So we were thinking about which book we should speak about, and
we actually discovered that we had both read the same book and it both had a huge impact.
So it's Robin Sharma's
The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari,
which taught both of us how to live a happier life and to truly live to the fullest, which is what we wish for you and for your family.
So here is us sending you a lot of love and wishing you a lot of good karma.
All the best. Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Hi Heather, my name is Anastasia. My favorite book is Range of Angels. The author is Sidney Sheldon. I want to wish you a happy birthday. Have the best on yet and enjoy your day. I wish you nothing but the best. Thanks for being the great person that you are.
Hey Heather, my name's Ariel. I'm 26 years old and I just finished studying my first year of behavioral sciences at the College of Management. I wanted to wish you a very, very happy birthday and thank you for your kindness and your generosity. I also wanted to recommend a book that had a very big impact on me lately. It's called Irresistible by Adam Alter, and basically it's about the rise of addictive technology, how we're so connected to the internet and email and things like that, and what we can do to wane off it. And since I'm expecting, it's really important for me now to try to, figure out the values and things like that I want to instill into our little one. And, I don't want him to be connected to, the iPad and, screens all day. So this book is highly recommended. And I wish you all the best, and I hope you have a very, very happy birthday.
Hi Heather, one of the books that inspires me the most is Oh, the Places You'll Go by Dr. Seuss. You just never know where you're going to go in life. Thank you so much for helping me go places, Heather. I can't wait to share it with my little one-to-be. Happy birthday. I hope you have an amazing, amazing day. You deserve it.
So when I think about all the books that I've read and the books that have affected me, it's really hard to choose just one because they've all affected me, even the ones I didn't like so much. But I think the one that has been most important for me becoming who I am is Harry Potter. Because basically before I read the Harry Potter books, I never really read anything for fun, and they are what turned me into an avid reader. And if I hadn't read those books, I wouldn't have been exposed to all the wonderful pieces of literature that I've read since then. So that's it, and I hope you have a wonderful birthday and a great year and many more. So happy birthday.
Hey Heather, happy birthday. My name's Gabrielle Hashman. I'm from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I never realized how much of an impact Indigo, the bookstore that I grew up going to, would have on my life down the road. So firstly, I really want to say thank you for everything that you've done for me and for my peers. HESEG has really offered me such a support system and a family, and something that I don't have here, and I'm so grateful for that. The book that I chose to speak about that has really had a big impact on me is a book called Shaking Hands with the Devil by General Romeo Dallaire. He speaks about his experience heading the UN mission to Rwanda during the genocide in 1994. He really speaks about the horrors of witnessing such an atrocity and being aware of the complacency of the Western world towards this atrocity. If anything, what I've learned from this book is how I don't want to ever be complacent in the face of injustice, and I want to do everything that I can to make a difference. And that's also why I'm trying so hard in school. I want to educate myself and empower myself so I'll have those tools to really be able to do things in the future. That's also why every year I lead a group of gap year students to Rwanda and educate them about what happened there and our responsibility as people and as a Jewish nation, Tikkun Olam. So thank you so much and happy birthday.
Hello Heather, my name is Meshi Frim and I'm a student for computer science at the Technion. I have many books that affected me in all sorts of ways. One of them is Into the Wild, written by John Krakauer, a true story of a young American man named Christopher Johnson, who decided one day to leave all his possessions and go to a journey in Alaska. He fought all kinds of dangers in the wilderness, but eventually did not survive. The story of his journey has kept me captivated and made me think a lot about the meaning of life and about how to be accepted into society can be difficult when you yet found the real you. But now for the real issue. Happy birthday, Heather! I wish you good health, happiness, and joy and love. I would like to thank you for all you have given us and for the HESEG family you've created. Thank you for helping us achieve our goals without having to worry for anything besides our grades. Goodbye!
Heather, I'm Zach Garber, HESEG 2015.
I'm Daniel, HESEG Bulgaria 2009.
And we're here in Miluim on Israel's northern border. But when we're not here in Miluim, we're both English majors. Daniel is finishing up his bachelor's and I'm finishing up my master's at Hebrew University. So we just wanted to wish you a Mazal Tov on your birthday and also wish you all the best. And thank you again for the work that you and Jerry do with HESEG. And in terms of the book that had the greatest impact on me, I decided to pick The Antiquary by Sir Walter Scott. I read it my junior year of my undergraduate, and it's what made me decide to write an undergraduate thesis. And now I'm finishing up my master's, writing my thesis, and I'm going to continue on to a PhD. And I hope to one day become an English professor here in Israel. Daniel?
I guess the book that I really liked was The Letters of Yoni Netanyahu. I could really say that it kind of got me through basic training. And again, thank you so much for everything. And Sheyeh Mazal Tov, Mazal Tov.
Hope to see you soon.
Hi Heather, this is my favorite series of books, A Song of Ice and Fire by George Martin. I love these books because the story is elaborate and the characters are complex. There are heroes that do bad things and there are villains that do good things. These books also help me to improve my English. So now I can make videos like this and wish you in English a happy birthday.
My name is Josh Brook and I'm a student at a scholarship receiver and I live in Jerusalem, and here I'm in Stametsky's bookstore, one of my favorite places to be. My favorite book that really inspired me is by Yuval Noah Harari, called in Hebrew Kitzur Toldot Enashut, like the short history of the world, or Sapiens in English. And it really taught me a lot and made me feel kind of connected to my roots and the land of Israel and generally like the history of people all around us. And I really love this book and it really gave me a lot to think about and to feel. And on this note, I really want to wish you a really, really happy birthday and thank you for everything that you do for all of us here in ESSEG.
Hi Heather, my name is Noah and I just finished my first year with Keren ESSEG and the university. My favorite book is My Family and Other Animals by Gerald Durrell. Not only is it absolutely hilarious, but I feel that it really portrays a sense of family that doesn't matter where in the world you are and who those people are, but it's the relationships that make family so meaningful and it's being there for one another. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Thank you so much for everything that you do for us.
Hi Heather, I was requested to tell you about an inspiring novel I read, and I chose the novel The Life Before Us, which tells the story of Momo, an Arab orphan boy who was taken care of by a Jewish Holocaust survivor named Madame Rosa, who escaped Auschwitz into Paris. This book has truly inspired me because it really took me into the life of the main characters and the increasing relationship between them, between Madame Rosa and Momo. I'd also like to take this amazing opportunity to wish you the happiest of birthdays one can ever have, because you really truly deserve it. Thanks to you, I get to celebrate the second birthday as an independent full-time student here in Israel. I wish you nothing but the best, health and happiness, and to keep being the role model that you are to me and the ESSEG scholars. Ad 120.
Hi Heather, I want to tell you about the book that influenced me the most. When I was a teenager, I read the Anna Frank diary. For me, Anna Frank diary not only tells story about Anna Frank or her family, but also tells story how was life different for the Jewish people in the time of World War II. When I read this book, I connected deeply to my roots. I connected to my story, and to the story of my people. I think this book was one of the reasons that I decided that I want to be a part of the Jewish homeland. I want to make Aliyah, and I want to serve in Israeli army. I would like to take a moment to thank you for supporting us, and I'm so proud to be part of family that you created for us. Thank you, and Mazal Tov Heather at Maestri.
Well, the book that had the greatest impact on me as a little girl was A Little Princess or A Story of Sarah Crewe by Frances Burnett. It came to me occasionally as a prize in a library lottery and set very high standards of friendship, selflessness, kind heart, a story of little girl keeping all these characteristics through all the obstacles in her life and coping with the difficulties with her imagination and hope. And happy birthday, wishing you all the best, amazing people, stories and books in your life.
Happy birthday, Heather. The book that I read that was the most fascinating for me, it may sound a bit geeky, but I'm an architect, and it was an architectural manifesto called Yes is More by the architectural firm BIG. And what really fascinated and inspired me the most in it was just the whole concept of their architectural theories, in that they're always claiming for the more, and yes is more, always claiming for the bigger, the better, how the architecture that they do not is only just about the building, but how it can change and inspire society, people, surroundings, everything around, which is something that I try to take into my daily practice of an architecture. And with thanks to you and to ESSEG, I'm managing to achieve. So happy birthday, and hope to see you again soon.
I'm not a big reader, but of the few books I have read, the most influential for me has been The Exodus. I read it before Ma'aliyah and during it, while I was living on Kibbutz Zorea, and before my draft. And this book really gave me a solid picture of understanding of what Israel is made of, who makes up this country, and the individual stories that really make it up. Lovers, brave fighters, farmers from the Soviet Union who have become kibbutznikim, and you know where they came from. Forgers of papers for Jews to come to Israel and make Aliyah to Palestine, Warsaw Ghetto thieves who brought bread to their families, and I really loved it, even though I read it very slowly. But with that, Heather, I wish you a very, very, very happy birthday. I wish you lots of happiness and fulfillment on this day, of all the days of the year, and for all the years to come.
Hey Heather! Memoirs of a Geisha is the first full-length English book I have ever read, and it really helped me improve my English. Second of all, it opened the gate for the fascinating and interesting Japanese culture and history, and even made me visit Japan a few years ago. Heather, in this occasion, I wanted to wish you all the best for your birthday, and thank you again for everything you and Jerry are doing for us. Love you, Ron.
Hi Heather, happy birthday. My name is Hadas and I'm finishing my 3rd year in Ben-Gurion University studying material engineering. And my favorite book, or actually my favorite series, is the Harry Potter series. The 6th one is my favorite, but the series itself is special to me because it inspired me to read, and it is the first book that I actually enjoyed reading and I waited for, and I pre-order and stay up all night reading and go to the library to find more books that J.K. Rowling would write. She had a few other books in the series that weren't related, and it's just my favorite book because it taught me to read. It taught me to enjoy reading.
I want to tell you about a book that's inspired me by Yossi Klein Halevi called Like Dreamers. It's a book that traces the lives of 7 different Israeli paratroopers who fought together in the Six-Day War in the Battle for Jerusalem, and then went on to become prominent members of Israeli society, each one in a very different way. It taught me a lot about the complexity of how Israel has developed, and it really inspired me to also become somebody who hopefully helps and works towards making Israel a better place. And thank you so much for all the support that you give me and all of us at Heseg, so we can all work together to make Israel a better place.
My name is Yitzhak Grondman. The best book I read is Brief History of Time by Stephen Hawking. It's a book about astronomy and physics. It's a very simple book, and I think it's a book that worth reading. It's influenced me a lot and gave me the understanding that I want to go learn science, so I went to learn biotechnology. Also, I wanted to tell you, have a happy birthday. I wish you happiness and healthy, and thank you a lot about the opportunity you're giving people like me to have a good education.
Dear Heather, have a wonderful birthday. I would like to thank you for your great efforts to bring enlightenment to the many with your bookstore. I would like to talk in honor of that about my personal favorite book, The Player's Handbook. It inspires people to be creative and innovative, both children and adults alike. Happy birthday, Mazal Tov!
Happy birthday, Heather! Happy birthday from me and my dog there. Heather, I wish you all the best. Be healthy, be happy, with a lot of wealthiness and happiness and all of the good stuff to you and your family. And I asked to share with you the book that inspired me in my life. So of course it will be, no, not really, but I like it very much. The book that inspires me the most is Poor Dad, Rich Dad. This book's talking about one guy. It started when he was a little boy, and really his life, he was a poor, and really his life was with a lot of difficulties in his journey. But all the book is talking about how to take these difficulties and to make them to opportunities, and not to look always in a good way, on the good way in life, and to be always inspired from people, from the people you surround yourself. And I feel that really, it was a very smart thing to read it when I was, I think, 12 years old, because it opened my mind how to manage myself and to bring myself to really a good thing in life, even though my life was really difficult sometimes. So I really want to say thank you for you and what your husband doing here. You are a big inspiration for me, and I really hope I will have the opportunity to meet you face to face and to speak with you. You interesting me a lot, and I really appreciate you so much. And I hope one day I will be in this point of my life to help to other people. And you're really a light, and we are near to Rosh Hashanah, and I want to say to you that God will bless you, and thank you very much for everything. From Inessa here in Tel Aviv, and from my dog Toto, wish you the best.
I wish you a very happy birthday. My name's Adam, and I'm from the Heseg group that started in 2011. And my two favorite books, I would say, because I can't leave it to just one. The first one is called All the Shah's Men by Stephen Kinzer, which I read during my bachelor's study in college, which really got me interested in everything that's going on in the Middle East and gave me better understanding. And the second one is the book that I'm reading now, which is Getting Past No, which is helping me become a better negotiator and a better person, I think, in general. So that's it, and I wish you a wonderful birthday and only the best this upcoming year. Have a good one.
Hi, so I guess one of the books that's had the largest impact on me has to be The Secrets of Power Negotiating, which is an amazing book about how to conduct salary negotiations and how to have both parties in a negotiation feeling good with the final result. So that's had a big impact on me. Heather, I'd like to wish you a huge mazel tov. Congratulations on your birthday. I can't wait to meet you next time there's a nice event here in Israel with Heseg. Congrats.
Happy birthday, Heather. I wish you a lot of happiness and even more health. And I would like to wish you to write your own book about your personal life story and maybe about your relatives and your family members. Because I was inspired personally by my family books, about the books that told my family's story. And I was happy to have a writer in my family. And it inspired me to come to Israel and to learn more about the Jewish heritage and history. And I think that nowadays every single person with the technology and all these abilities should have and write their personal stories to be left for the future generations. I was lucky to have books that I can open and always trace back maybe 5 generations back to know who they used to be, where they used to work and study, and what they would do for their living. So I think it's a really good idea to leave something for your future generations, and only future generations that have those books, they understand how important it is that you can every single day open it and remember who your ancestors were. So I wish you to write a book. Happy birthday.
Hey Heather. So as a child who grew up in Montreal, my favorite bookstore was Indigo downtown. I used to love going there and sitting on the couches and reading some books. My favorite book by far was Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I feel that anytime I feel homesick to this day, or just a little sad and I need a little bit of magic in my life, I'll still go back and reread Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I think that it was just a very magical book that made me believe that you can fit in no matter where you are and that you can find happiness no matter where you are. So that's why it was so that's why it had such a huge influence on me. I really hope that you love Harry Potter as well, and I'm wishing you the happiest birthday possible. Ad Mavis Slim, thank you so much for who you are and everything you do for us. Happy birthday.
The book that has had the biggest impact on me is in fact a series of books, the Anne of Green Gables series. I know that Anne was everyone's bosom friend and kindred spirit, but she still feels completely mine. Anne built my identity as a reader and taught me the magic that could be found in words. She showed me that it's okay to be strange, that you should love your friends deeply, and that you should surround yourself with people who accept you for who you are. Most importantly, thanks to Anne, I know that tomorrow is a new day with no mistakes in it yet. Heather, happy birthday, both for me and from your Heseg family who love and appreciate you deeply. Thank you for bringing together countless kindred spirits.
Hey Heather, my name is Jared Blumenfeld. I made Aliyah in 2008 and I've been in Heseg since 2011, and I'm going to talk to you about a book that changed my life. And that book is the book of Exodus. And I'm not talking about the Bible. I'm actually talking about the Leon Uris version, Exodus, which retells the story of fulfilling the Zionist dream and moving to Israel in a more fictional way. And it's pretty much the book that sealed the fate of my Aliyah. And now that I am in Israel 10 years, I want to tell you about another book that מאוד השפיע עליי. וזה הבוק The Lean Startup by Eric Ries. And this book dictates the last 2 years of my life. But I think it is applicable not only to a startup or to any project, any life goal that one wants to accomplish. And for some reason they don't even have it in Israel. I don't know. With that, I want to wish you a Mazal Tov, happy birthday, and hope to see you soon.
Shalom. To be honest, I did want to show you that I'm reading high literature such as Shakespeare and Dostoevsky, but currently I'm happily stuck in a different reality. Here, in this book, Winnie the Pooh and his friends fall into a trap, and their small friend Piglet bravely manage to help them out. So this book is about friendship, bravery, and support. I would like to use this opportunity I would like to use this opportunity to thank you for all your support. Further, we would like to wish you health, love, and all the success for the upcoming year. Mazal tov and a lot of kisses. Can you give some kisses? Can you give some love? Bye bye.
Hi Heather, I'm Becky. I'm studying in my second year in Jerusalem. My favorite book is A Wrinkle in Time because it's the book that got me to start reading and loving it. Wishing you a very, very happy birthday and a great year.
Hi Heather, this is Talia. I'm a medical student at Hebrew U in Mishpachat Heseg, the Heseg family. Just want to wish you a happy birthday and to tell you about a book that I read called Ghost Boy. It was from the point of view of someone who was in a coma and fully aware of what was happening around him, but nobody knew that he was aware. It was a very interesting book. I hope you have a great day and the best year that you've had so far.
Hi Heather. One of my favorite books growing up was The Catcher in the Rye. I really felt I could relate to the main character, and I still really like it today because the main character followed his heart and didn't change himself to be accepted by other people. I believe that if everybody would do that, the world would be a way better place. People will be more true to themselves and be more successful. On that note, I wish you to keep following your dreams and have a very happy birthday.
Hi Heather, happy birthday. My name is Sarah. I'm just finishing my first year at Ben-Gurion University studying chemistry. And I wanted to share with you my favorite book and probably the book that's most influenced me, especially in my formative teenage years. It's called Everything is Illuminated by Jonathan Safran Foer. And I actually happened upon it by accident, which is very lucky because it's an incredible book. And it taught me a lot about humanity and kind of humanizing the Holocaust, something that I didn't have any thank God, personal family members involved. So it really gave me like that human story to understand it and also kind of explain how war affects a country and generations and in family and in cultures. And it's really just an incredibly powerful book. That's it. I hope you have a very, very wonderful birthday. And thank you for everything that you do for everyone at Heseg.
Hey Etem, Mazal Tov. I want to congratulate you for your birthday, but just before I do that, I want to share with you a special book for me. I know you love books. So, the name of the book is Ahavat Chinam. It means free love. And the writer Ronnie is a close friend of mine. He's actually the house owner. He lives right above me. And the story is telling about a young guy that worked in the hospital, and he fell in love in a girl that came in a coma to the hospital, and he see that no one is care about her. Nobody's calling to ask how she is, nobody's came to visit her, and he decide he's gonna be there next to her until she's gonna wake up. And he's doing all of that in the name of free love, just to make her feel important, just to make her feel that someone is care about her. And after a long time, when she's wake up, she doesn't even know who he is. But I can tell you that there is a happy end for this book, and I will be more than happy to give this book when I see you next time, and this is the promise. And now I want to congratulate you and tell you that you are a special woman. And I wish you all the best, because you do a lot of good things for us, and you're not so far from this guy in the book. You do it in the name of free love. So Mazal Tov, and we hope to see you soon. Happy birthday.